What you manifest in your mind, you can bring to reality.
So it's been a while since I've been able to just take a Saturday off and watch a full UFC fight card from Fight Pass prelims all the way to main event. Used to do it every week. Well, every time there was a fight in Denver, would watch from top to bottom every single fight, and I kind of miss it. Kind of miss having the time to do that. But I did take the time for UFC 232 because I was not going to miss John Jones' return. I was not going to miss him fighting Alexander Gustafsson again. And I was definitely not going to miss the super fight between Amanda Nunes and Chris Cyborg. And it was a great night of fights. Great night of fights. Start at the main event. John Jones, Alexander Gustafsson. I thought John Jones was going to win it, and he did it in impressive fashion. Both of his rematches, one against Daniel Cormier and now this one against Gustafsson. He's looked better against these opponents in the rematches and just shut Gustafsson down. He wasn't able to do anything. In a great fight. Just a great fight overall. John Jones wins it in the third round. Was able to get a TKO win over Gustafsson. And just a great fight. Great to see John Jones back. I am not in the group of people that are now conspiracy theorists that think the UFC and USADA and Nowitzki and scientists are all conspiring to keep John Jones fighting somehow. Like all the other times John Jones has been pulled from cards or not been able to fight, like all of a sudden Dana White is like, you know what? I'm going to do this massive cover-up just so we can get John Jones to fight. It just doesn't make any sense to me, and it's just a bunch of haters. I understand if you hate John Jones, right? He's annoying, the Jesus stuff. For me, I don't like it. But as far as fighter, amazing. I don't understand why anybody, if you're a fight fan, wouldn't want to watch John Jones fight. Because he wins, he's fun to watch, he's creative, he has a very fun style. He's able to do things that a lot of people just wouldn't even think to do in the octagon. I mean, not necessarily as creative as like a Yair Rodriguez throwing like a ducking back elbow, but I wouldn't put it past him. But I enjoy watching him fight. I think he's the GOAT, the best ever, pound for pound best. I don't think Cormier has any shot of getting anything done against John Jones. I think if they do fight again at light heavyweight, which it seems like that's going to be the fight, or if they fight at heavyweight, I don't think Cormier's got anything for him. I think John Jones has his number, and he's just gonna turn that card over again and get another finish. But it was a great win. Amanda Nunes, I thought, was going to win against Chris Cyborg. I thought it was going to be a tougher fight. After Cyborg's fight with Holly Holm, she showed that she's a human. She's not a superhero. And Amanda Nunes has shown, I mean, the only time Nunes has really looked mildly not good is the third round, the first time she fought Shevchenko. I mean, she's lost fights before, but since she's been on a run, I mean, she got a little gassed in the third round the first time she fought Shevchenko. In the rematch, it was an easy win. And she's just been destroying people. Destroyed and retired Ronda Rousey. Retired, what's her name? Cupcake. and knocked out Chris Cyborg. The first shot that Nunes threw that landed clean and hurt, you've never seen Cyborg hurt. Same thing with John Jones. We've never seen John Jones hurt. He's been hit. He's has a great chin, but he's never been hurt in the octagon. So not even close to being finished, aside from the armbar with a legitimately juiced up Vitor Belfort, like somebody that a huge difference. You can tell that dude was juiced to the gills when he fought John Jones. Chris Cyborg has never been hurt. She's got tagged when she fought Holly Holm, but never been hurt. Right off the bat, I mean, this fight started like two pit bulls going into to kill each other, and Nunes came out on top in spades, man. Just destroyed Cyborg. Cyborg landed a few shots on Nunes as well, but just never clean enough to actually hurt Nunes or wobble her or slow her down. I mean, it was a 1-minute massacre. Just destroyed Cyborg. Something that, I mean, just beating Cyborg is something that you wouldn't expect because it's only happened once in her career. I think it was her first fight she lost. And then she's just destroyed everybody. So just to imagine her losing is one thing, but then to see it and in the way she did it, it was like the karma that she's been passing out, like just destroying women for so long. It's like all that karma came back and bit her in the ass. Not that there's karma in that, but it's almost as if Nunes was avenging all those losses for all those other people that have been just destroyed by Cyborg. Great win. Amanda Nunes, pound for pound, best. I would vote 1,000 times for Amanda Nunes to be pound for pound over Daniel Cormier. There's so many other fighters that should be pound for pound over Daniel Cormier. It is ridiculous that he is a pound for pound. He's not even a legitimate double champ. I mean, yeah, he has 2 belts, but he never beat John Jones for it. He didn't make weight for the interim belt when he cheated to make 205. First time ever, by the way. So he's a cheater. We've all seen him cheat. Literally, we've seen him cheat. Maybe not steroids, but he didn't make weight. He did not make championship weight. Every other person that's held the 205 belt has had to make 205. Daniel Cormier got to use a towel once. And, it is what it is. But I think Daniel Cormier is great. I think people just have him rated way higher than he needs to be. But I think Amanda Nunes, pound for pound, she is by far the best female fighter that's ever lived. I mean, just after Cyborg was just untouchable, and she got touched up, which is just ridiculous. Michael Chiesa has a big win over Condit. Condit, just didn't have a chance to look good. Chiesa looked amazing at welterweight. Corey Anderson got a decision over Latifi. Volkanovski had a great fight against Mendez, got the win. Walt Harris beat Andrei Arlovsky. Okay fight. Crazy kick to the eye for Katsunganu. So he didn't really get to see that fight at all. Peter Yan versus Douglas Da Silva. That was a good fight. We had a corner stoppage. Ryan Hall's heel hook of BJ Penn was just watching that fight. Every time he touched his leg, I was like, whoo, you watch him and then you watch other people do jiu-jitsu and MMA and you're like, oh, there's like way different levels to this. And Ryan Hall is on the like advanced level, and it is amazing to watch. BJ Penn, despite losing, getting his knee torn apart, I'm glad I didn't get to see any brain damage happen to BJ. Despite the loss, at least he gets to walk away clear-headed. Maybe, reconstructive surgery on the knee. I don't know what damage happened. But as far as ways that BJ Penn can lose, I'm good with him not taking any more brain damage. I'm a fan of BJ Penn, and it's just kind of sad to see these fighters that are far past their prime just continue to fight. And we didn't really get to see much. I mean, he looked pretty good. It's just Ryan Hall just has a way of making even the best look bad, especially once he gets it to the ground. Uriah Hall was looking horrible up until a KO in the last round. Was just crazy, but just really wasn't looking good at all. But overall, just a really fun night of fights. I enjoyed it so much. There's not any fights for a couple weeks, so I'll make picks for that later. But new episodes of this show come out every day. Subscribe everywhere podcasts are found. Binge the show full week in advance when you're a member over at patreon.com/inspireddisorder. InspiredDisorder.com for all of my artwork, my t-shirts. Go buy everything. I want to sell out this year. That's over at InspiredDisorder.com. At Ray Taylor for me on all social media. Have a great day, everybody. Peace out!